of the game span the sport far and wide, from battles over racks of ribs to numerous bells, representation of animals, and multiple weapons. But you know a rivalry is a rivalry when the fight is over a brass spittoon. Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Spartans head coach right before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Spartans offense will go on the attack first. The last time these two met, Indiana had no problem at all with Michigan State.
They exercise. Demons. This has been a one-sided series. They had the opportunity to put the foot down on the neck, and they did. Indiana kept pouring it on, and they beat down Michigan State.
Man, we've seen in recent years, too, David, how much more aggressive Indiana is. Just as a football team, right? Throwing the ball off offense, downfield, defense, blitz, attack. Michigan State had no answer for it. They better have done their homework in practice because they're going to get all of it today.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passes.
Back to pass, it's Fancher. Rush is on him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's always interesting. The good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunks play. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams. The teams that... Versus teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hoosiers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wilson will throw. Makes the grab over the middle.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Hoosiers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it up the 16-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Tackle and brought down at the 16-yard line at his return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snags it, and he's open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the counter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up the throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Dropping back, it's Fancher. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They booted away. He'll field the punt. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense will come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The rivalry started in 1922 in Bloomington with a Hoosier win, but the old brass spittoon first awarded in 1950 when they resumed play after a pause from World War II.
Yeah, Indiana might have won the first one, Reese, but Michigan State has owned the old brass spittoon. And they have owned this series. It's been very one-sided. They've dominated it, Jesse, so looking forward to see if Indiana can kind of reverse that trend.
And I know this is a rivalry that a lot of college basketball fans get really excited for every year, but the football rivalry is pretty good too. You both just very eloquently laid out why, the history behind this game. They do not like each other.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The RPO, it's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wilson to pass. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And
He was on target. He jumped that bitch, though.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Moore. Move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. Turning it on! And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Looking for room, it's Edwards. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Fancher. Looking left. It's complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Such ass, dude.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. The play action fake. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. 1st and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. A pair of sacks has them back way up. It's 3rd and goal, and it's a long way away.
Fuck.
Dropping back, it's Fancher. Still looking, on the move. And the ball's out, and they're after it. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Ings got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. That's caught. It's shot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The run inside. It's Richard.
No.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They punt it away on 4th down. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it in the big tight end.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wilson will throw. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 15 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Fighting Irish in this battle to get to 9-0. And if they figure out a way to pull it out, look out. 8 games, 8 wins. It's been a remarkable run so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Bloomington. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. Guys, gotta love when the brass spittoon is up for grabs. Let's get things back to you.
And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Hoosiers head coach told me at the half. Coach pointed out in the locker room that with these big rivalry games, momentum can shift. Even though they've gotten off to a great start here, even though they did win this same game last year, this is a new moment, a new focus, and a new intensity coming out of the locker room. I'll keep you posted on how things feel down here on the field in this big rivalry matchup. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Wilson to pass. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's shot. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. There are many brass spittoons, most of them quite common, but none quite as famous as the old brass spittoon, the trophy itself, first created for this series in 1950.
This has been a great rivalry in the Big Ten. I know they went to different divisions. This was a protected cross-division rivalry for a little while. It isn't anymore. They don't play every single year, but when they do meet up, David, it's must-watch TV.
And I think the coolest part about this rivalry is the trophy. And Reese admitted it. He usually doesn't do that. He usually always on top of all with these details, but he kind of missed it. Back in 1950, Michigan State students were trying to make it more exciting, so they went by this store and basically bought a $25 trophy, an old brass spittoon. It's kind of gross, it's kind of nasty, but it's kind of awesome.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Preston.
I can't stand the quarterback. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
I know he sucks, but God, he is.
You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wilson will throw. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Becker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Well, this guy's dynamic and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game. And he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline. One storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eyes on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is fighting through some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Right back to the well. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Fancher. Recovered by the defense,
job of a defense. Affect the quarterback. Get to him. Make him a little bit. Uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Creates a little space. Still on his feet at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires left. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Running inside, it's Richard. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wilson to pass. Makes the grab. It's Preston. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll run play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
And the Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Hoosiers will hustle to the line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Indiana! And the stomping has commenced. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On the move, it's Edwards. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their fronts...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for a push on 4th down. Here's a little room there. Not enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion.
A shot toward the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, and I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. With the catch, it's Edwards. Man, he uses that stiff arm like a discard, and they get it to the 18-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Can't get him to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
To the victor, go the spoils. And the old brass platoon will reside in Bloomington as Indiana takes down Michigan State. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.